All right, I had posted a announcement on the community tab. That is, if you would like me to feature your idea, question, or topic, I'll do it today. So I did it 15 hours ago. I got a couple of guys who are regulars, but one question definitely stood out, and I thought I'd address them. This is from a YouTube channel which has 1.2 subscribers, 68 videos. I don't know which language is this. But I like the heading, the handle. It is naan. Naan is like roti, Indian naan. Nonsense talks. A really nice one. I mean, nonsense talks. Okay. So it seems to be, I don't know, Konkani or Malayalam or whatever channel. But anyway, I appreciate the question, and as promised, I will respond. So here's the question. The question that the gentleman has put is, a known devil is better than an unknown angel. When our daily life gets tougher in the corporate and not satisfied with management, can we hang out on the point or continue till we grow stronger and become stable to move on? Or stop giving excuses and push your limits and move on? Okay. As an experienced personal coach in 2025, what are your suggestions, Sir Roy? Which side do you actually choose? Known devil or unknown angel, hoping for the better? Okay. Mr. Nonsense Talks, by the way, I like your very witty name that you've taken. Okay. So I've written down a couple of notes and I'll share them with you. The phrase a known devil or unknown angel. For those of you who do not understand what it means, it's an expression that states that would you rather be with something or in something which you know in and out, even though it is flawed, even though there is a lot of limitations, or would you take the risk and try something new? I'll give you a couple of examples so it makes sense. For example, let's say you're in a career where you know the job is stable, you know you'll get your salary on time, you know the people, you're very comfortable with the environment. Everyone knows everyone. Okay, so, and there's job security. But the problem with this job is there's no career growth, there's no salary increment. Your situation is not going to improve. You're going to be in the same place, in the same position, working for the same company for the rest of your life. And you and I'm pretty sure we know quite a number of people. I know so many in Dubai. I know my parents, their friends and relatives who have done that. Like you'll see them as a receptionist after 30 years, still a receptionist. A driver after 30 years, still a driver. Salesman, senior sales, he'll be senior salesman. He doesn't want to be manager, doesn't want to take more responsibilities. Okay. Or do you take the route of being adventurous? Like I know there are a lot of people who, this gentleman, his name is Sai Prakash Arur. I was very impressed with his career growth, and he's he was an outlier for Dubai. Like he worked in one bank as at a particular level, and then when he jumped after 2 or 3 years, he finished his contract. He moved to like sales manager. Then he jumped again, sales director, and then he took on the head of something. So he kept jumping every 3 years, and it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of guts because you don't know if the new company that you're going to, will you get along with the employees? Will you get along with the boss? Will you like the culture? Will you like the way they speak to you, communicate? So it's a very tough call. You can even take the same example where relationships are concerned. See, I was a playboy. Playboy in the sense I was just with a female. I'll be with her, and if she wants to break up. I don't care. I'll go for the next female. Sex was fun for me. It was just like exercise, pleasure. I'll go with one female, then I'll go with the next female. And sometimes I'd even have like 4, 5, 6 females in a day. I'm not saying this to brag. Neither am I trying to tell you this is what you should do. This is the phase I was in. And then when I realized, okay, I want one girl to be steady with, I still found a lot of drawbacks in them. Oh, they would be argumentative, or sex would be great, but there'd be too much drama, or sex would be boring, but they would be great friends and very understanding. And in some cases, the girl would have habits which I wouldn't like, and so I kept taking the risk of changing. Okay, I don't mind. That is why I've been married for now. This is my fourth time. Okay, and it was not just selecting a different girl. I believed that I just have one life. I don't want to be stuck with someone whom it's miserable. Okay. But today, if you ask me, Loy, would you like to change and get married again? My answer would be an unequivocal, absolute no. Like I've told my wife, and she knows it. People have asked me, Loy, would you go for your fifth marriage if this doesn't work out? If she, you can check on my YouTube channel. My marriage is over. My wife broke a very important cardinal rule that I'd put, and the rule was, you'll not take a single penny without asking me, even by mistake, even by for fun, even by desperation. All it takes is just one call. Can I take money? Because she had access to all my funds, okay, all the bank accounts, everything. So the amount of money that she gave was very negligible, hardly $5, $10, $20, whatever. So it was not the amount, it was trust, like glass. If once it cracks, you can't fix it. It's you might say, oh, Loy, it was a small amount. Small becomes big. It's like, oh, you spend time alone with the girl and you smooched her. From smooch, it'll be tomorrow you take off your top, and then it'll be, okay, you had just quick sex, and then it'll be long sex. So it always goes up, 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 up. Okay. So I really questioned whether I wanted to end the marriage because of that mistake. But I had made it very clear that if it does break up, if I choose to end it, there'll be no more marriages. I don't want to get married ever again. I was just too fed up. And, it's the end of the road for me. Relationships, I'm done. However, thankfully, it didn't break up and we are continuing. So, even if she's imperfect, let's say, example I'm giving, sex is not great, or we can't, she is not so great in terms of communication, okay, or we just don't talk to each other much. These small, small things is okay, it's bearable, okay. But if it is serious, like I can't tolerate her face and she can't tolerate mine, then I would end it. So, I know I'm digressing a little bit, but what I'm trying to make you understand is, before, the situation of a relationship was, I didn't mind going for an unknown angel. Okay. Every time change. I'll take the good, the bad, the ugly, the risk, and even if it breaks up, new girl. But now for me, it is no, no more. I don't want to go through the whole marriage process of selecting the right partner again. I'm fed up. So now she is a known devil, so to speak. So even with in terms of my career, I mean, after flip flopping around, being a doing stage shows, being an anchor, being a DJ, taking up jobs, working for corporates. I was in Dubai. I would do public workshops. I would do private training. I would do go for events, conferences, exhibitions, speak on the stage. And I kept trying new things. You give me something new, I wouldn't mind experimenting with it. Okay. But today, at the age of nearly 50, I'm not planning to reinvent my career. I'm a personal branding strategist. That's what it stops at. I help people in terms of earning more money. That's where it stops. People ask me for life coaching or a little bit of guidance in terms of relationship. That's where it stops. If someone comes out with a new technology, like I've had many offers. Roy, would you like to team up with us for crypto? This thing, you'll be part of the team. You'll get commission. We'll get down payment. Just promote our brand. Or AI, join our team as, or online coaching. We'll have a team and consulting. I don't want to try new relationships. I don't want to try new ventures. I've been seriously offered partnerships, even working contracts. I have to move to Bangkok and take as the head of operations or whatever. They'd pay me a very attractive salary. I've said no. So the point I'm trying to make here is there is a line after which you don't want to cross. Even migrating, there are many people who have already migrated to Canada or UK or US, and even and in some cases it has not worked out. I have people who talk to me, and when I ask them, so are you planning to go back to India or are you planning to go to another country? They lift up their hands and say, no, Loy, I can't take another risk of starting all the way from zero, starting from scratch, going to McDonald's, being a cleaner, being a security guard. Just can't do it. I'll be where I am. I'm miserable. I'm not happy, but I'll continue this way. So there is a point after which you cannot take any more risks. Okay, irrespective, even if the reward is good. So, in conclusion, the question which he asked is nonsense talks. Okay, when our daily life gets tougher and not satisfied with the management, can we hang on? I think it all comes down to the individual preferences, individual risk appetite, individual likes or dislikes. Because sometimes what happens is we might say that no matter what, I'm not going to change. But when you put a gun to their head, metaphorically speaking, you have no choice but to change. Like for me, the actual change I was forced to change was when I was kicked out of UAE wrongly with a fake criminal case. That guy who I worked for, the fake degree certificate. You can search if you're new. Machedo, India suicide. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have money, didn't have food, didn't have friends, didn't have place to go, didn't have anything. I was forced to reinvent myself. So if you have a gun to your head, you don't have a choice, then you're forced to it. Otherwise, you reach a point where you say, enough is enough, man. I can't take it anymore. So it all comes down to you. And which side would I usually choose? I would say when you're young, you take the unknown angel, take plenty of risks, jump around, have fun, do whatever it takes. But after you reach a certain point, I don't think you wish to reinvent yourself anymore. So, nonsense talks. I like your name, YouTube name. Appreciate your question. And this was my answer. So, if any one of you has more questions, feel free, comment down below. If I feel it's worth making a video, I'll definitely do. Having said that, good, bad, ugly, comment down below. It's me signing off.